Today's activity is that we are going to each get a couple of climbing bolts and pick out a couple of climbing holds and add them to the climbing wall. So right now we pretty much have a couple of routes laid out and don't have many holds beyond what is needed for those specific routes. So this is just going to be fun to give ourselves some more options and make the wall look a little cooler. So we have we have 8 bolts that we need to attach the holes right now because they come in 1 packs at Menards, so we just buy the 3 or 4 at a time. It's stupid. So Levi, because he is a gentleman, is taking 2, and Alicia and I are each taking 1. There you go, Levi. I mean 3. I can count, I promise. We're good at it. And then we have an interesting array of mostly small holds here that we are going to be adding to the wall. My personal favorite are these cool little geometric ones from Atomic Holds. And then we've got a couple of these Metolius footholds or crimps. And that's what we're doing today.
Art found her spot. Now she's gonna tell us why.
My first spot is a foothold that I am putting right here because every time I come around this corner, I end up doing the same thing over and over. So I just want to shake it up and give myself another interesting option for how to navigate that.
Here, I'm gonna put it here because it is almost the same height as this one, so it might be a good transitional hold for me in this area. I'm not entirely certain, but I guess we'll find out eventually.
Nice.
After some technical difficulties, we're doing this again. Also, I'm putting it on just a little bit of an angle because sometimes in here I have a hard time having a hold that I can pull on in this direction. So not a lot of an angle because I mostly don't want it for that, but just it could possibly be helpful in that.
Right. Okay.
Right here. So I'm putting it here because oftentimes I have some trouble with my footholds in this area, and this is not a great foothold, but Levi always insists that the footholds are fine and I have issues with them. So I'm putting this here so that it can be like a really short-term foothold so you can like just sort of stick your toes on it and jump onto the next one. Because it's a pretty extreme change from the bottom foothold up to like this one. So if you're having a hard time on the wall, it might be nice to have a little bit of something to stick your feet on. And with this sort of nice little grippy edge thing here, right up here. So when it is in place with this wide edge right here, we'll be able to, and I can show you better once it's a little bit more firmly in and won't like flop around, but use it as like sort of a thumb rest with your fingers on this to stabilize more, because this isn't a great hold for just your hands. It can feel a little slippy, so this adds a little bit more stability. So you get like one hole's for the price of two, but it's really cool.
That's really cool. Go. And why are you putting it there?
To act as a little stabilization, so when you're on this, you don't have to do a hand switch to get this hand here. For that, you can do a reach over and yard on that to make that transition.
I am going to choose right here. This is going to be an aspirational route. As in, I cannot do it, and none of us can right now. However, once we get it all set up, then maybe in the future we'll be able to do it. So the idea is, it's going to be an undercling. So you're gonna be holding it like this. You're gonna be thumb pressing up here on this guy. And you're gonna have to do here, come down this way so it focuses over here. So right here is gonna be a toe hook. So you're gonna hook your toe back here so that you stay on the wall. This is an undercling, that's a thumb press. And if you do all of that correctly, you should be able to
Not perish.
yeah, not perish, and get to this hole. The thumb press, that hole, and we'll probably make this foot pretty easy, just so that it's possible. It's gonna be that nasty chippy blue guy here.
This is actually the holes we're putting in case Tommy Caldwell ever comes to our house, because we think he's the only person who can do it.
Yeah, it's the Tommy Caldwell route. We'll put that down on the death wall. We'll write it off.
Yes, our route
The Tommy
titles.
Caldwell route.
That's the Tommy Caldwell route.
But you can only name it when you completed it. Them's the rules.
Yeah, well, Tommy
Nice.
Caldwell will be the only one to complete it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put my last one in, and this is the last one I'm putting up. And I'm gonna put it in right here. So this is another one of our aspirational routes, where it's not something that we climb yet. But someday we will climb this. It will be amazing. The idea of this route is to go up over here, and without using the volume, go around the volume and come down to the end point.